Hi guys, my name is Isabella Greene and today let's talk about love. Why love drains. Doesn't that sound like an oxymoron right away? Don't we know that love conquers all and love is the most incredible healing tool there is and all the beauty of love, but I'm sure that quite a few empaths are going to relate to what I'm going to say next. You meet up and you spend time with the ones you love. Family, friends, loved ones, your boyfriends, lovers, husbands, friends, and then you're exhausted. How come? Right? I'm going to share my case because this is exactly my case. No matter how much I love the people, I'm always ending up exhausted after spending time with them. Why? It never occurred to me to question this ever before. But as I am now evolving and questioning everything in my system, everything, every habit, every pattern, every occurrence, why does love drain me? Why does spending time with the people that I care about deeply is so tiring? Anyone? And of course, there are these beliefs, and people are saying, hey, choose the right people. Yeah, choose the right people. Or the ones that are around you are evil, I heard that. Or, I know, they're draining you, they're taking your energy. All of that, yes, perhaps that is all true, but hey, in my case, it's 100% of the people. So is everyone I know a vampire? How is that possible? So I started questioning that. The only common denominator between all these people is myself. So how can I correct that? It's clearly not their issue. It clearly is mine. So how do we work on this? How do we figure this out without hiding ourselves inside our homes and locking the doors? Any empaths with an open energy field would experience a certain level of drainage when interacting with the world. Can this be corrected? So I started analyzing everything that happens. When I recognized that 100% of people make me feel drained, I decided to analyze a little deeper, look a little deeper here. What is it in our behavior that brings out vampires in others? This is the key question here. Everyone who feels drained from interacting with people, take a pause and ask yourself, what is it that I do that brings out vampire in other people? Every person has infinite aspects. A vampire aspect perhaps is in there too. What is it that I do to bring that out? And that's level 1. The level 2, why? Why? Where's the connection between the concept of love and the concept of losing energy? Where did that come from? For most of us, this starts from childhood. If we were raised by the parents who placed their happiness upon our shoulders, our first experience of love would be the experience of being drained. Because no one is responsible for someone else's happiness. If we grew up with parents who drained us quite literally, used us, if the parents were distressed themselves, emotionally depressed, uncomfortable, or insecure, or in shame, fear, guilt, judgment, the lower denomination emotions, and the child was their only source of joy, and when you were not able to provide their joy, you were punished. Yeah. That's how we formed our concept of love and our interaction with the world, the concept of our interaction with the world. Our first experience of love was being drained. So our instinctual association of love and interacting with the people that we love immediately points back to that experience. So to this day, perhaps, our first experience of love was being drained. Mommy loves you only when you're a good person. Do what mommy wants. That's the loss of sovereignty right there. The lack of unconditional love creates conditional love, creates the need to perform something that perhaps is not even us. That's tiring. We experience that as children and goes into the subconscious space where now any experience of love is associated with being drained. And so we expect it. Subconsciously we expect it. And perhaps subconsciously we try to perform something for these people, especially if you were loved conditionally growing up, only for your actions, only for your service, only for what you do for mom and dad, only if you are a good girl or a good boy, only if you have your arm out to your parents and let them quite literally feed on your light. Because the little children, the babies, the innocent, the young, the pure are the pure source, pure channel of source. And if we happen to be in the families where the parents did not have access to that, they were going to use their children for that. And so association is made in the mind, and now we're grown-ups. And when the loved ones come in, and I don't even mean the parents, I mean with the parents who are on that for the rest of our lives, unless we become aware of that and stop. But then your, I don't know, boyfriends, husbands, girlfriends, lovers, best friends, anyone you're close with, they come in and you try to, what do we do, empath? Serve them, right? We have to serve to be loved. That's number one. We have to give our energy constantly to be loved. We have to make them happy to be loved. All of that is a subconscious imprint of the first experience of love, and we keep playing that. And yeah, it is exhausting. Of course it is exhausting. So I figured this whole thing out for myself and started looking at what can we do? What can be done? If that program is running in the subconscious, so deeply in the subconscious that it becomes more and more difficult for a grown-up to interact with the outside world because it's exhausting all the time, no matter how much you love the people, yeah, you know, of course we can be shielding, we can be saying, oh, I need protection, I need my guardians, I need my, I don't know, energy shields, all of that works. But then looking at the set of beliefs, first of all, finding that pattern is very important. Once you find that pattern and recognize it, recognize where it comes from. And then sit with yourself with the set of beliefs. Because once you as a grown-up or as a teen became aware of that idea that, oh my God, no matter who I interact with, I'm always tired. They make me so tired. The world makes me so tired. The people around me make me so tired. Everyone is a vampire. Everyone is taking my energy. Is that true? But once you become aware of that thought puts us into the space of fear, in the space of judgment, in the space of expectation of the same happening over and over. And so that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. We start manifesting that, regardless of who is in front of us. That person could be, I don't know, the highest frequency there is, you're still gonna feel tired because you expect them to. I know that from my own experience. I just recently went through finding this pattern and recognizing this pattern and questioning it and processing it, was a big eye-opener for me. I'm not saying that there are no specifically very dark people with very vampiric energy, of course. But for that, we have other techniques and we have other approaches. And if you like, check out my video called Non-Judgement versus Shielding. I just put that out last week. And there's another one about shielding or interaction, energetic interaction during intimacy. All of that is true. All of that is there. But we're the new humans. We're moving into the new earth. We can't drag that with us into the new paradigm. The new paradigm is not going to have us with all this old programming running in the background. So I hope this is helpful for you. I shared a bit of my own personal story here with you, but sit back and take a look. What's running your program? There's so many empaths that say that it's very difficult for them to interact with the world. The world is very heavy for them. Not only that they're open, their energy fields are open, they feel like a victim to the world. They have a set of beliefs that make them expect to be drained, and then they have a childhood pattern perhaps from being drained since day one through in the name of love. And so love is associated with having your arm out and just letting things be lost from your own well-being. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in today. If you'd like to have a session with me, you can reach me at IsabellaGreene.com. I love you. Please subscribe for more videos every week. Take care now. Namaste.